In a world searching for gaming knowledge comes the man, the myth, a legend in his own mind, Critical. Welcome back, guys and gals. Critical here. Today I'm bringing you another episode of Subsistence in Season 5. Now I'm right back where I left off. It is a little bit later in the day, so I did save and exit. So spawning back in, things could have moved. Sometimes spawning back in will get you, will cause stuff to respawn in, like crystal and bags and that kind of stuff. But it doesn't, oh, there's some crystal over here. It doesn't seem to have made it, whoa. As I said, it didn't seem to make a huge difference, but no, there's blue light and fire, so I have more hunters over here. Premium arrows, I'm down to 18. I hear some crystal. Darn it, and this time I'm not messing around. Especially not when it's level 3. Come here. Now you would think that amount of noise would call all the hunters in, but it doesn't. Which right now I'm happy about. There is water just over here, so I'll save my clean water for drinking and use the streams to wash my hands. Premium arrows are still loaded. There's one taken out. Now, they should have no idea where I'm at, but unfortunately the hunters do, and that's part of their cheating AI. Which I wish Cold Games would deal with, because that's bull. I got that one hunter, he has no, the first hunter had no clue where I was at. Then I moved around a rock and the hunter already knew where I was at, because their AI always knows where you're at, which I'm sorry, but that's really bogus and messed up. But I will have to admit, I'm abusing the hunters and their fires mercilessly. They're giving me a good source of food. Well, the bats are my good source of food. Their fire's going to... I'm going to go ahead and stop bleeding so I can get a heal from this. Should I use a... I mean, I think I will. There, it's not a full heal, but it's close enough. And I really do need to make sure that I have enough health. While that's cooking, let's go ahead and get this crystal real quick. Surprised there's only 2 hunters here. But that's okay, I'm not going to complain. I'd rather not waste premium arrows if I don't have to. And let's be honest, I don't have to use premium arrows right now. But for safety's sake and the ability to one-shot and move on the hunters, yeah, I think using the premium arrows makes some sense. Sweet. 2 freshly cooked steaks with 20 minutes on the spoil timer. Fully healed back up, and I have fresh water. So yeah, having the hunters down here is very helpful. I mean, like I said, their fires have been a godsend. I've been able to keep my water levels up by drinking as soon as I get to a hunter camp. Take them out, refill the canteens, boil it in their fire. If you make, you know, a day of it or 2, or I guess there's some people that say they spend, you know, several days down here at a time. Yeah, it's definitely doable. I remember after one update, I sent a message to Cold Games, and I'm like, if we can't fish in the caves, which is it's okay, I'm fine with, at least the hunters drop a ton of fish, because I'd come down after an update and went into one of the caves. This was several alphas ago, after the first cave was added, and, you know, still couldn't fish. I'm like, okay, you know, that's no biggie. I already knew that. but I'm killing the hunters, and every one of them is dropping fish. And not just small fish. I mean, the one guy had like a salmon on him. It was huge. You know, it's like, really? Where are you getting this? Okay, that's torture. That's a crystal node that we can't get. Oh, that hurts. And there's no way to cheese it to get that either. All right, I'm going to make one more loop. I'm going to check the middle. I checked both of the edges pretty much. I think when I look in this area, it'll be the last of it. Yeah. So let's look in the middle real quick, then we'll go back upstairs. Yep, there's the cave. Yeah, I'm not interested in coal today, and I know I've said in the past, get rid of the other spawns, and I still think it's true, but I'm trying today to see if I'm wrong. But so far, I still feel I'm right. Anything that's spawned in the area, only so much can spawn at any given time. Like that crystal right there is stopping crystal in the, you know, another crystal from spawning in this area is how I see the game's RNG, how it works. All right, more than likely, all I'm going to run into going up this way will be hunters. Just be glad the bats don't spawn in this area. That would really suck. Oh, I spy some crystal. Oh, no, that's phosphate. Or phosphorus. Phosphate. But when you break it down, it's phosphorus. 2 coal nodes. No hunters right here. Whoa, I spoke too soon. All right, do I really want to mess with those hunters right now, or do I want to get more crystal? Honestly, I want more crystal, but I can't help myself. I want to kill hunters. Darn it, he moved, and I knew that was going to miss with the direction that he moved. I'm glad you got your pistol out. Of course, he gets a hit. Hit him in the arm. Using this bow and those arrows. I don't care. Ah, your steak is burnt. I'm going to throw it. I don't need a burnt steak taking up room. Now, the last episode, I said I had an arrow out there that everybody else would see and I would miss. I think this one broke. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one broke. And of course, there was always those people that had to point out, critical, at this exact moment in the past, something that you can't go back and visit, and it does you no good, I'm going to point out where you missed something. And to those people, I say, thank you. Thank you very, very much. Okay, so all right, looking out for bats. Hoping for some crystal right in this area, because we had 2 crystal nodes right over here in the last video, but none this time. None along that stretch. Oh man. Bat coming in. Let's do a quick reload. Because of the issue that I had before, I don't care. I'm just going to go ahead and shoot you with a shotgun just to make sure. At least I'm getting a lot of cloth off these bats. That's nice. Switch over. I think I'm done with hunter spawns over here, but I think it's possible to have a total of 3 fires in here at any given time. So let me keep the bow out just for a few more seconds. Be on the safe side. Oh, I'm going to say, if I don't see any more crystal up here, I'm going to be pissed. But, you know, still speaking, I am not getting a a large amount of crystal. Now, I'm also not saving and reloading, saving and reloading, saving and reloading, trying to respawn the area constantly to get as much crystal out as possible. So I know how to do that. You don't need to go in there, oh, critical, it's simple. All you got to do is, yes, I know. I'm trying to see what the natural spawn of the resources are. And I have to say, I think the other cave gives better crystal. And that would be fine. If this cave was more, you know, it had crystal in it, but it was more of the phosphate cave where you find a lot more phosphate and the other one you found more crystal, I could be okay with that. But it's all supposed to be RNG, and for some reason this cave doesn't spawn a lot of crystal. Either I'm having, you know, 2 really bad crystal runs back to back. Am I getting potassium down here? Oh, I'm getting that from the hunters. Let's say, why am I getting potassium? Nails. Some planks. I did get planks off of them. That's nice. Eat up, might as well. Trying to think if there's anything else I can drop off in here, but it doesn't look. No, it doesn't look like anything else I can drop off in there. Do I want to make another run? Give me a second. I'm going to go check the time on this video. All right, we're only about 12 minutes into this video, but knowing how long it takes stuff to respawn, I want to check one more area, like the middle or the far side over here real quick. And then I'm probably going to have to head back to the surface. The hunters aren't going to respawn. The area is cleaned for that, and I can easily run through. I don't think I'm going to run into any bats anytime soon. But just kind of running around here, basically doing nothing because nothing's spawning in, is really damn boring. Oh, there's some crystal over there. Okay, maybe this cave needed a second wind? That could be. I just remember when the crystal were first and the caves were first added, that you would look over here and see 4 or 5 at any given time. You go mine a few, clear out an area, run into the far area, find several more over there, come back around, find a few had respawned. I mean, the crystal flowed a little bit better, it seemed, or spawned in a little bit better. It feels like it's... I know Cold Games wants it to be something that's rare, but when you're coming down into the cave, it should really spawn in a lot more than what it does. At least the last couple times I've gone into the cave, I feel like the crystal spawn should be, or I mean, like the spawn points in general should be 50% more than they are. Now, we do have to take into account that with a set number of possible spawn points in the caves, you now have phosphate, mushrooms, and crystals all buying for those spawn spots. If I understand how the RNG spawning in this game works. So it might not be that there's actually a spawn issue. It might be that as more stuff gets added, it kind of dilutes the spawn pool. So there's more, we're just happen to be seeing more coal, more mushrooms, and not as much crystal. But that doesn't make me happy either. Oh, there's another And that's one that just spawned in too. So doing some figure eights, I'm actually starting to see some... Oh, there's another piece of crystal over there. Okay, maybe I was speaking too soon. Maybe I needed to give an area a chance to rotate, but I swear this is right either the same node or right in the same area, and it wasn't over here the last time I came through. What am I up to now? I'm up 14. I don't know. Maybe increase the amount of crystal we get. Oh, no, there we go. Okay, maybe I was just having a bad day, and, you know, now stuff seems to be spawning. Now I don't want to leave. You know, if I'm going around and looking and I'm finding crystal every time every few minutes, then that's okay. But like that episode where I went through the entire cave, you know, all the way down and all the way back. And granted, it was enough crystal to do what I wanted, which at the time was to make a BCU cracker. Okay. But for a full episode spent down there, you know, I was hoping for some more crystal. Not trying to, you know, whine, bitch, and complain, but now I want to go back down to the lower area. If that fire's still going, I'll cook my my food at that hunter camp down here. Speaking of food, I already ate the 2. Okay. I was going to eat that other steak before it went bad, but I already ate it, so. Look up, look down. Make sure nothing spawned. I thought that might be a tip of a crystal, but it wasn't. All right, make sure I didn't miss anything. All right, we'll head back toward the lower area again. Now, I shouldn't have to worry about hunter spawning. That should happen long after this video should be over. Unfortunately, their fire's gone out already. Which means I'm not going to have a place to cook my meat, which is the whole reason I brought eggs with me. Let's be honest, I would already have gone through all those eggs if it wasn't for the bats giving me the meat and the hunters giving me fires to use. Now, shouldn't be anything there. Really, I didn't mean that. I was meaning like the hunters. There shouldn't be anything there. All right, I do see some coal in the distance. Like I looked out, I didn't see anything. All right, we're gonna go to the left. I mean, I almost always go right. So since I almost always go right, we're gonna go left today. I want to make it a George Costanza day. I'm just going to do the opposite of what I normally would do. When I think about it, at least. Oh man, this area is barren down here. Oh, there's some crystal. But like I said, I wasn't seeing any mushrooms. I saw a little bit of coal. Yeah, maybe Coal Games does need to think about increasing the spawn density down here, allowing a few more things to spawn in at the same time. Just so that mushrooms and coal don't dilute the spawn pool so bad that you're not getting what you're really after, which is crystal. Now, granted, coal might be one of those things later on that Coal Games adds a recipe where it's really a necessity that you really want it. But right now, the only thing you can do with coal is use it instead of fiber or wood for keeping your fires running at home. Besides that, it has no purpose. And since fiber is everywhere and fiber bricks are really easy to make. Hello, my chickadee. Level 3, I'm not going to mess around. I'm going to put it right in your face and blast. Still not going to waste I'm not going to waste any of my fire starting stuff. No reason to. If I had no other kind of food, I would. I might get out of here with 100. Yeah, I'm at 26 here. It feels more like I'm going to come out with 75-ish. Which kind of makes me want to stay an extra day, but... let's say I did and don't. It's boring content if you're down here too long. Especially if you're good enough to clear out all the hostilities and all you're dealing with is running around and hoping stuff spawns in. Then, yeah, it can be really boring content, and I apologize. But sometimes you need the boring stuff to make the exciting stuff. Like, if I wasn't doing this, I couldn't make the next BCU cracker. Or make some more... This is going to break real soon. You know, I'm going to switch since I see it happening. There we go. Make more premium arrows so I can own the hunters with my omni-powerful bow. Right, let's use the side of this to look around. Get another angle that I might not be able to get. And unfortunately, angle's not doing me any good. Yeah, nothing's spawning in. Alright, well, I'm going to start working my way back then, unfortunately. Working my way back to my base. I'll stop, I promise. You don't have to leave. Let me shift over to this side, because maybe one of these pillar things was blocking the sight of a spawned crystal node. Welcome to side again. Oh, I thought now I was going to fall down the side. I was like, oh, this is really going to hurt. And still could hurt. Okay, good. Maybe on the side of this rock? No. I was hoping. All right, well. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Is when, you know, this area should have been fully respawned, and there's some crystal that's popping up down here, but very little. I mean, I'm begging for crystal. It's so bad. $29. I'm going to get at it. Well, I spent a lot more time to say I'm going to get out of here with more than the last time I was down here, but I didn't nearly spend this much time down here last time either. I'm spending almost twice as much time down here. You think I'd come out with twice as much crystal, but no, that's not how it's working right now. But I mean, at least I'm leaving with enough to make another BCU cracker, and I also have enough to make another set of premium arrows. And definitely the hunters down here I want to use. I think I want to get that level 4 bow upgrade done, and then I'll use premium arrows down here for sure, and I'll try to use regular arrows on hunters up top, because these hunters are more dangerous. They've got the big shotguns. Level 3 again, huh? Come here. And he infected me. But that's why I had an antidote, because the last time I was in here, if it wasn't for the crystal I saw, I probably just would have ran that one off. Since I'd already decided I was going to be leaving. But, you know, there's like this piece of crystal right here calling my name. I'm going to blame it on the crystal. That's what I'm going to blame it on. But that's okay. I had an antidote. And I have more than enough to make antidote when I get back. But I think I have to make an antidote when I get back. I don't think I have a spare one up top. Ooh, that's something I should definitely bring down, though. I should have some antidote down here next time. That might be... Well, let me think about it. If I'm already that close to home, unless I was to get sick like right away on a planned trip to spend a certain amount of time down here, having an antidote over there really won't do me any good. Because if I'm already sick, I could just leave. If I have to come all the way back to this point, I could just, I would just leave and go and get cured up top. So I don't think an antidote, I mean, it's, if I have extra, it's a beyond nice to have, but I don't think it's one of those things where I say, this is something that I have to have in my forward operating cave base. Or outpost. When I call it an outpost, it's not a base until I put 4 walls and a roof up, I guess. At least in my mind. Alright, any more crystal before I leave? This really is the last call on crystal. No. Okay, well, then it's grab what I was able to scrounge, which wasn't all that much. And let's go see how many hunters are trapped at my base. That could cap off the episode. Started last episode with taking out trapped hunters, and I can finish up this episode with doing the same thing. Abuse the hunter spawns again. Come on, get up, get up. Thank you. All right. 95. I almost came out with 100. So that's pretty darn good. Let's eat a couple extra protein. I'm going to leave the water. I can get water when I get home. I'll drink one now. Split. 4. Taking the stuff I don't need down here. That isn't going to be used for doing any kind of necessary crafting. 3. That should be enough to get me out. The problem is if I take a full one, it's going to try to use the full one first. And I don't want that. Which really sucks. I think Cool Games, it would be nice is if you put this on, it should always use the most empty one first. All right, let's go ahead and reload, just in case. Probably keep this in hand in case I see some pearls on the way out. I didn't worry about them on the way in because that wasn't my focus, but on the way out, it'll be nice to have. Okay, I made sure to watch this time. It does give you a tiny bit of blue bar when you put that on. And this time it did. So I guess what it does, it uses the first air can, air bottle available to it. So because I had the used ones first, that's what it's trying to use. Okay, I learned something new. So it's your placement of the of the air bottles, which dictates which ones get used. Now I know. Now I can better manage my air bottles. Oh my god, there's 3 pearls right here at the mouth. You're damn straight I'm grabbing all 3. Oh yes, please and thank you. Oh my, there's another one over here. I might as well. I still have a full, yeah, I still have a full air bottle to use. Sounds like there might be a storm up there. Alright. I don't think I'll go for any more pearls unless they're like close to the base or something. I'm running out of, just as the sun is setting. That's awesome timing. Let's get my bow out just in case. Swap over to... Oh man, there's a bear over there on my beach. I didn't want to swim into my base if I could help it. I wanted to walk to my base, but I guess I'll be swimming in. Because Yogi is over there. No northern lights tonight, it doesn't look like. Oh, it's going to get really dark before I get home. I wanted to see if there's any hunters. Speaking, let's get my 9mm out in case there are. I have a feeling that there might not be. Since they gave me the your base is under attack, means they probably were attacking from up there, which means there's probably broken stuff. And I need to do some repairs on my base. Oh, no, there's some hunters here. You're not getting away from me. Okay, well. Let's dump off the stuff. At least some of the stuff here. Let's get that bat meat put away real quick. I know it's really, really dark, but I'm sure you guys want to see what kind of loot I got. From all the bags. I can almost grab that without getting in the water. Ah, I was hoping for a lock. Like that last one that was swimming away, that if I let it go, I wouldn't have got the lockpick from 100. The season that I keep waiting for. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and call the episode here. I've been Critical. This has been Subsistence on Season 5. I hope you guys have enjoyed this content. If you have, drop a like, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Bye.